Good morning, friends. This is the very next day from the previous minute or two of the consecutive video that I'm filming and making. Everything is released, off, free, ready to be separated and liberated from the car. Prop shaft I have to rig up. Well, rig up means secure so it doesn't hang down like that. I didn't think it would drop like that, but it did. And put the cross member out. The motor is sitting on blocks, and to be frank, fair, honest, truthful with myself and with y'all, compared to the other two videos, or excuse me, the other two Porsche 928s that I did a body off of my other two cars, when I was getting the body up and the motor staying where it needed to be, this wiring harness I forgot to disconnect, but I since unhooked it, and even though it's going to be replaced, I did not want to cut it like I did the other ones because I was just a bozo. I was not thinking, I was not doing it correctly. I was a rookie, very inexperienced doing this, and I probably still am to some degree. There's a lot smarter people than I out there on these cars. But these are wonderful automobiles. I've really developed a love for these cars from a mechanical point of view, much more than the other cars, the Mustangs and even the Mopars, because these cars just have so much more. They're more difficult to work on, they're more challenging, but they have a systemic effect, meaning one system relates to another very, very closely. And everything has to be addressed. That's what I've found and still discover, as I'm discovering right now. So what I'm going to do is film this. I'm going to shut it off and then turn it back on and film it with the body coming off. Cheers! Okay, second try. The front wiring harness remained hung up and attached on the front of the engine. The clamp behind and below the driver's side cam gear pulley was still attached. And the 14-pin end connectors that attach over here on the passenger side firewall was all corroded and rotted and destroyed. In other words, no longer serviceable. But I didn't want to cut any of it, so I snaked it through before I started this portion of the video. Snaked it through behind the plastic protecting cover. So what I'm saying is I'm getting better. I'm not destroying things like I did the other time. So let me verify this harness is out. Which it is. And it's free. Everything's free except on the cross member. There's still one, man, it's endless things that hold this thing together. Wow, there's a lot of parts of this car. It probably took Porsche a long time to build one car. What I'm doing now is freeing the wiring harness from the K member And there's a nut on the bottom. Great. Okay, so put that on. And I'll use the socket. And 10 millimeter is right here. So I don't need to do this. No, I don't need to do that. Scratch that. I don't need to do that. It should come up. No, it does. It's got to come off because the wiring harness is still attached to the firewall. So I don't want anything to interrupt this motor coming out. A wire snag, you know, which might result in the body tipping over. So better to be safe than sorry. Some dirt in my eye. And wiring harness. And let's see, is this going to go up? I think it will. That side is free. Lovely. Okay. I hate oil. Not really fond of working on greasy stuff. Really don't like it at all, friends. I like being clean, or as clean as possible. All right, the motor is 100% free, I think. Pretty sure. Let's see if it comes out. This power steering line, I'm going to stuff somewhere. Oil lines are still attached. And okay, we still have a good balance, which is good news to me. Okay, it's up there. Folks, we have a 5-liter 1986 Porsche 928 now is free from its host vehicle. I'm wearing gloves, but I'm wiping the oil off my gloves. Lovely, huh? Boy, this is heavy. I do not like getting under a car when it's like that, especially since I don't have full confidence that it is 100% balanced. Now let me put it down so it's very level to the ground. This oil is still running out of the power steering tank and reservoir. Okay, folks, we are down far enough. And I will come get the camera, wash my hands real quick. By the way, this is the second pair of gloves that are filthy, gross. So I've got to get some good Dawn dishwashing soap and clean them up. Okay, I got this done before lunch. Now the next thing to do is hang this thing in a stand and then park it. When I say park it, that means put it away for a few weeks because I have other customers' cars to work on. So let me take the phone and the camera. Wow, 9 minutes. I might have to cut this down a bit. All right, well, here it is, friends. Yep, I did leave that on by choice. So it's out. Now it's a whole lot easier to work on. Change that oil pan. Hopefully the block is not cracked. And there we go. Big operation. Big operation. Tschüss.